Hey everybody, Brannon Beliso here. Success Never Sleeps, episode number 5. Um, I just got through listening to a Facebook Live post by Mark Zuckerberg. And what really appealed to me about that, what caught my attention, was. Let me hold that thought. I want to give you a minute to log on. Go ahead, log on, log on. Let people see the live feed and go ahead and get in there. Here they come. People coming aboard. Hey, as you come aboard tonight, go ahead and say hey. I love to know who's there. I love to know who I'm talking to, who I'm speaking with. Um, that's real important to me. So as you're climbing aboard there, go ahead and say hey. Everybody type into the box below. And everybody say hi, okay? Hey, what's happening, Shane? How's it going? Good evening. Good evening. Go ahead, type it in. Everybody say hey. I want to know who I'm talking to tonight. Ilya. What's happening, Ilya? How are things going with the new school and the new brand and the name? Are you guys happy with it? What's the response from your community? 20 students. Well, everything starts with one, right? A thousand journey begins with a single step, and you got to start somewhere. And I didn't always have. God, I think about it. Where are we at? 570, 320. Oh goodness, we're almost at 900 students. Well, that's pretty cool, huh? We're almost at 900 students. People are loving it and they're willing to pay higher prices. Absolutely, absolutely, they are. If people find value in what you're doing, Ilya, people will pay you, what you believe you're worth. I believe that. But again, it's really the education process and more so building the trust with people. If people trust you, then people will do business with you. And that's really important. And the more you build that trust and they understand, you'd be amazed. Let's see, it's funny because I just signed up two families at $299 with two kids versus 5 to 6. We have paid $85. Yeah, well, there you go. Everything's possible. Again, it's perceived added value. You can get a burger at a fast food joint for $1, or you can sit down in a nice restaurant and eat a burger for $10. And honestly, the one in the restaurant's going to taste so much better. And probably in somehow, even though it's a hamburger, can possibly be better for you. So let's talk a little bit tonight. So as I was sharing, purpose drives profit. I was listening to a Facebook Live post by Mark Zuckerberg, and he's the guy at Facebook, of course. And he was talking about don't start a company. Find out what it is you're passionate about. He said for him, his passion is to connect people. So that's where Facebook was important for him, even today to where it is now. He's about connecting people. That's what he's passionate about. Money is a byproduct of you living through your passion, you living through your purpose. So that's really what this is all about. Once you understand your why, once you understand who you are, once you understand what your purpose is, then you begin to find the means and create the action plan because you have that vision to fulfill it. Fair enough? So I'm really all about that. I remember when I went to my first martial arts business seminar. I had 350 students at the time, and it was with a gentleman. People know him, he's from the Denver, Colorado area. And he started his seminar out by holding up his keys, and he said to me, "What do you see?" And I said, "I see keys." He said, "No, no, no, no. What do you see?" I said, "I see keys, sir." And I said, "What do you see?" He said, "What you see is a Porsche keyring." So I knew where he was going with this. I recognized the seminar was going to be sales based, and he was going to head in that direction. But really, what my biggest takeaway that day was halfway, and he looked at me. He said, "You, tell me, how many students do you have?" I said, well, I have 350 active students. And he says, well, you know, what systems do you use? What upgrade programs? What phone scripts? And I said, sir, I don't use any of those things. This is my first martial arts business seminar. And he looked at me and said, really? You must really love what you do. And I said, absolutely. And that's where I knew understanding your purpose and passion really, as they said in that John Broussard had posted when he took the Harvard business course, was the teacher said to him that culture eats strategy all day long. I don't care how many great marketing strategies you have in place. I don't care how many, sales, phone scripts, pitches, upgrade programs you have in place. If you don't have that culture, if you don't have that why, if you don't have that tribe, you don't have that passion, all of it will end up going to the wayside. Feel me? So I'm very, very passionate about that. And I speak about that profoundly, and I'll continue to do so because I've managed to carve a niche in this industry for myself based upon not just systems and marketing and the latest Facebook ads and those things. It's really about understanding who I am, why I do what I do, and then fulfilling that purpose on a daily basis. Because once I understood my why, then seeking the knowledge was easy. A classic example I said the other night was the Tesla guy, Musk. He wants to colonize space. So he started SpaceX. Knows nothing about space travel, nothing about rocket propulsion, rockets, the whole 9 yards, but he's learning now. And he's hired the people to facilitate that because that's what he's passionate about. So as they say, you don't have to know to go. Another example about that was a woman in New York. She worked in the financial industry, and she recognized she was single and she'd eat out a lot. There were a lot of pizza parlors, but she felt pizza was really unhealthy by general design. So she came up with an organic, GMO-free crust and organic vegetables and toppings, and she created this niche market. And she didn't know anything about making pizza. She knew nothing about running restaurants, but because she had a passion for it, she didn't have to know to go. So she was able to sit there and learn the business, learn about it. Now she has restaurants all over New York, I understand. She has several in the Wynn resorts in Las Vegas. So you don't have to know to go. Again, once you understand your why, once you understand what it is you're passionate about, what it is your purpose is, then creating the culture, the tribe, the business model, the systems, the team, the profitability, the potential is there. The challenge with it, and I've seen it, people go to these conventions where you have these turnkey businesses, buy this franchise now, simple, turnkey. They do it and they fail miserably because they're not passionate about that. Remember, you're going to have to do this every day in and day out. You're going to have to go to this job and you're going to have to sit there and make it happen. And if you're not passionate about it, I think you're going to be truly, truly challenged. On the flip side of that, passion without discipline, passion without vision, passion without an action plan and a team to drive it and the systems to support it, it's not going to happen. It is not going to happen. When I was in the music industry, I knew many passionate musicians that lacked discipline, lacked vision, didn't know how to put their product together. They're still on the street corner playing their guitar with the guitar case open. Whereas I was able to take that passion when I was in the music industry and turn it into a profitable business because it's very clear how to fulfill that. And what knowledge I lacked, I was definitely willing to educate myself on. And mind you, the martial arts industry, this isn't my first business. I've owned other businesses pretty successfully. And it's because once I'm done and I don't feel passionate about it, I sell the business and I move forward. Because the one thing I do understand is any business I create with the mindset that I'm going to sell it. And people say, whoa, that's appalling. I would never sell my martial arts school. I understand that. But if you create a business that you intend to sell, even though you're never going to sell it, one, it will not be personality driven. You know why? You try to sell your business right now and it's based upon your personality, nobody's going to buy it. Because once you leave, then everybody else leaves and there's no business. But if you create a business based upon systems, based upon a team that the parts are interchangeable and other team members could be hired to fulfill that, then it's no longer personality driven business. So by thinking that way and creating a business that you want to sell, you also create that freedom for yourself, the freedom that you deserve to spend time with your family, to take vacations, to truly become an entrepreneur where you own a business and it doesn't own you. You feel me? So that's why I'm ever speaking about the why. The why, the why, the why. And that Simon Sinek piece that was so profound to me, that stands out in my mind to this moment, is where he said the way most people market is they market from the what. So in our case, what are we? A martial arts school. Second, most people will go for the how. We do it through, how do we do it? Quality martial arts instruction. But they never get to the why, because the why is very particular. The why takes a lot of work. The why takes that type of work. I mean, anyone see it? I recently posted our purpose statement. It's up in both schools now, and it says, "We're one, a community dedicated to serving you in every moment to live your best life." That is our why. Why do people choose One Martial Arts? We help you live your best life. Pure and simple. It's nothing to do with martial arts. That's just how we do it. But why do we do it? Because we are passionate about helping people live their best life. So, if you were to call our school right now, people would answer the phone, "Live your best life at One Martial Arts." If we're bowing out of class, we bow and we say to the whole class, "All right, class, what are we going to go out there and do?" Everybody will say, "Live your best life, sir," before they walk off the floor. So we're always living, teaching, and preaching that culture and that why of living your best life. And we do that at One Martial Arts. Martial arts is just what we do. But why do we do what we do? Because we're here to help people live their best life. So spending that time understanding your why also helps you develop your brand, helps you develop your culture, helps you grow your tribe. And from that, you develop the logo. So all that goes hand in hand. Once you understand that why, it facilitates all the other strategies of your business. So I'm very passionate about that. When Mark Zuckerberg said that, don't try to start a company. Try to understand your passion, your purpose, and do everything to fulfill that. And the key players, the strategy, the opportunities present itself once you know why you do what you do. You feel me? Okay, so I see questions are coming in. So go ahead and give me some questions tonight. I love, 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 love. This is great. Ilya put this in. I had a dad walk in. His words were, "You guys are the experts, so you tell me what we should do." Wow. My response was, "We are here to serve you, so let me know how I can best help do that." Yeah, that's exactly what I say. Wow, that's pretty cool. I would say the exact same thing. So come on, give me your questions tonight. Success Never Sleeps, episode number 5, with me, Brannon Beliso. I'm back on the grid. I've been away for a little bit, but I'm here. And I just want to serve you. I want to help you guys out, help you move those businesses. Those of you up in the Seattle area, I hope you choose to join me July 24th. I'll be at Rocky A. Belt's Place Elite Martial Arts in Kirkland, Washington. So if you get the opportunity, look for that Facebook link under events somewhere here at my page. July 24th, we're taking It's Time live on the road with me. One of the great seminars I'll be offering that day is how to earn 285 students in 12 months. We've done it at the new location. We're actually up to 328 in 16 months, and it's growing every day. And it's almost like taking a life of its own. A dad came up to me today. It was the most amazing thing. He says, "I'm so grateful you've opened here. I'm so thankful." And I just looked at him and said, "Wow, that's really cool, right?" And he pays me for it. He has 3 kids in our school. How amazing is that? I think it's just truly a blessing. But it all started with understanding that we spend so much time and money and effort on marketing. You know why? Because if they're coming in the front door and they're going out the back, that's why if you look at your numbers, they get stuck. You get the same place because you haven't taken care of the one main thing. That's shutting that back door, working on retention, work on your curriculum, work on your staff training, work on serving people better, because by doing so, they're going to refer other people, right? So I think that's really cool about that. So here come some questions. We have a school that was sold a mile away from us, doing 6 weeks free with a free uniform. They do taekwondo, belt fees, etc. I know we offer better service in every way. Do we offer a special price? Do we ever offer a special price to compete, or do I separate ourselves with the premium 129, 149 price? Well, first things first. Free is just free. And that old saying, why pay for the cow when you get the milk for free? It's true. Free is just free. I wouldn't give anything for free, to be honest with you. We found even when we did the really inexpensive promos like $19.99 for boxing gloves and 3 classes, or we do 2 weeks in a t-shirt in martial arts, never convert because those people want free. It's like the Groupon effect. Anybody ever do a Groupon out there? Tell me Groupon works for us, our industry. I think Groupon works great for a restaurant or something like Planet Fitness where it's $10 a month because they come in at a low entry point and there's no sticker shock when you drop that, in your case, Ilya, that 129 to 149 price point into their lap. So I wouldn't do free. I think what I would do is make sure that I educate my community, Ilya, and I would educate them on the value and the benefits of our program. But believe in what you believe. We do a $99 4 weeks in a uniform or $99 for 4 weeks in boxing gloves. And the conversion rate for that is about 75%. It's much higher because the sticker shock, for example, in our martial arts classes, you go from $99 trial for 4 weeks in uniform up to $149 for a once a week program. And then they go, wow, for $189, I can come twice a week. So it's not that big of a jump. And in 4 weeks, I think you really have a chance to immerse somebody in your culture. You really have the opportunity to let them talk to other parents, maybe invite them to a parents' night out, so they get to really experience it, and the child will see some progress in 1 month. You feel me? So we had found the 6 weeks that was going around for sometimes 6 weeks for $69. Conversion was horrible. But for us, what works for us, and I'm going to say only for us, is $99, 4 weeks in uniform. Because that type of person that's willing to invest that money up front has already probably done a bit of their homework. They've read your reviews. They've looked at you at the internet. So they believe it's worth investing $99. Now it's up to you in a 4-week period to show them why they should be spending more than that. You feel me? So that's my feeling about that. Shane's asking, what about if you have a small population? Well, if you have a small population, then you want to be the only go-to school in your community. If you're in a small population, Shane, and there's lots of other schools around you, then I would really work on my curriculum. I would really work on the culture of my school. I would really work on my staff training, and I would make sure that I'm the only 5-star restaurant in my community. I want to be the Apple of that community in martial arts. I want to be the Ritz-Carlton in that community of martial arts. So make sure everything you do is of great value, not looking at the guy down the street going, well, he's only charging $20 a month, so I'm going to charge 19. Don't do it that way. I would never do it that way, Shane. I would really keep working on improving my curriculum, improving my why, improving my product, improving my instruction, improving the environment that I offer. All of those things I would continue to do. All of them. And what you want, if you have a small population, then you have to get a bigger part of that population, right? Right? Or reconcile that, hey, in this population, I can get 100 students. Then I'm going to go to the next town over, open another school, and get another 100. Then go over to the next town, open another school, do the same thing. That's also another way that people do it. And you can do that as well. But if your goal, Shane, is to have one school, a bigger school than a small population, then it's your job to make a bigger footprint, right? You want a bigger footprint in that community, Shane, and make sure that every PTA, every student, every parent, everybody knows who you are. Join the Rotary Club, the Chamber of Commerce, get involved in politics, every school talk, every school function, every football game. You sponsor, you promote, you get your name out into the community as the business that cares, the business that gives back, and the business that makes a difference in kids' lives. So a small population is not impossible. You just need to dominate that market. Cool? All right, next question, please. Hey, Don's there. What's happening, Don? Aaron's there. Wow, a lot of people on. Monique's there tonight. Hey, Monique. Heidi. Graham. Graham's there. How are you? All the way from Australia. I love Graham. You know, when him and Phil came to visit me, I don't know, 6, 7 years ago. Most humble guys, the coolest guys around. And now they've got 3 big schools, and these guys are just rocking it. They do consulting. They're just, wow. I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of them. So Graham, Phil, you guys in Australia, just know that I'm very proud of you. I'm grateful to call you friend, and I just love what you guys are doing. Mike Guido, I'm raising our rates in August by $5 a month. Can you have any more advice on how to let our students know? Well, there's a 4% living increase every year. Everything goes up. Inflation is 4% a year. So at the minimum, you can increase your tuition by 4% a year, and people shouldn't bat an eye if, Mike, you continue to improve your service, you can continue to improve your instruction, you can continue to better your curriculum. Now, if you're raising your price 4% every year with inflation, but your products doesn't improve and it stays like this, that's really lopsided, Mike. You have to make sure that if you're going to raise your prices, you're improving things with it. That makes sense to me, right? So I would encourage that. Now, what we did is if we have a price increase, let's say January, the beginning of the new year, back in September, we're letting people know right up front, we are going to increase our tuition in January. We haven't done so in X number of years, or we're doing it because of the 4% cost of living increase. Whatever the reason may be, give them a decent enough window. And then definitely in that time, have some cash outs. Tell people, hey, you can buy a year pay in full 10% off, avoid the rate increase for another year. I'm not big on cash outs, but I recommend if you do a cash out, take that money, put it in a separate bank account, and each month drip it into the main account. Just what people do, and the reason cash outs are so funky is they take a cash out and they spend all the money because they're undisciplined. Don't do that. Make sure if you're going to take that money, Mike, that you spread it out. Cool? And as long as people know up front why you're increasing the tuition and you keep adding value to your programs, then there's no reason why the increase should be a bad deal. And if people don't want to pay it, then you need to really go back to the drawing board and look at, wow, if people aren't willing to pay me $5 more a month, $60 a year, I must really suck. My curriculum must suck. I must suck as an instructor. They don't believe I'm worth $5 more a month. So, be mindful of that, okay? Be really mindful of that. All right, next question. What do you got for me? What do you got for me tonight, folks? I love it. We're really doing a lot of good work tonight. What else you got for me, folks? Type it in. Success Never Sleeps, episode number 5, with me, Brannon Beliso. I'm back with you. Yeah, you're very welcome, Mike. You're very welcome. Next question, please. So, as I shared, I'm going to be up in Seattle, actually Kirkland, which is right outside in Seattle somewhere, Kirkland, Washington, on July 24th, an all-day event. It's time live with me, Brannon Beliso. If you get a chance, go to brannonbeliso.com. If you opt into my newsletter, we're going to send you the matrix, the whole blueprint for how to earn 235 students in 9 months. When I originally did that, that's when it came out. 235 students in 9 months. All you got to do, go to brannonbeliso.com, opt into the newsletter, and we'll send that over to you, okay? Monique, been building my staff, creating systems, working on the business, not in the business, and being hands-off. How often are you on the mat? I'm on the mat as much as I choose to be. I like to teach. I'm not as on the mat as much as I would like to be because I love to teach. That's what I love to do. It's not work to me. Changing people's lives, having an impact for me is important. But right now, let's see. I teach 3 kickboxing classes a week, so that's 3 hours. An hour on Wednesday if they need me, but they normally tell me to just sit it out. I'm always hitting the little walkie-talkie, Monique, going, hey, you guys, do you need me? Do you need me? And they're always going, no, we got it. We got it. On Friday nights, I teach for an hour or 2. And then, well, that's really it. So we're here, Success Never Sleeps, episode number 5 with me, Brannon Beliso. Go ahead and type in those questions. And we're having a really good session tonight. We're covering a lot of good stuff. Always thinking how to better our business. I live and die by a saying, if I'm not getting better, I'm getting worse. And I can always do and be better. And my team and I, we always talk about, and this is one of our rhyming mantras, we constantly improve upon what we do to better serve you. And that's true. We're always in our schools working to improve our service, working to improve our curriculum. We just reshot all of our curriculum videos for the third time in 10 years, bettering our curriculum. We've discovered better ways to teach them. So, of course, with better ways of teaching them, you have to redo these instructional videos to reflect that, right? Don, do you strictly advertise the 3-month special during the summer? Yes. The 3-month special is only during the summer, Don. And it's just goes great. But we know there are those type of people that will only train for the summer, and I'm cool with that. We've had a slew of students come back. School's out. We're ready to train again for the summer. Okay. Come on back and earn another belt, and then come back next summer and do it again. But yeah, San Francisco is experiencing great success with it. A lot of people are signing up for 3 months in a uniform for $299. There is no downtime if you go on vacation. You can't put it on hold. It runs straight through for 3 months. That's what we've done with that. It's been very successful for us. But as I shared with our summer months, we don't change our regular class schedule. We don't inconvenience the people who don't go on vacation. We do a lot of things in place to encourage people. We have a great summer success contest where every class you come to, you get a ticket. You come to a buddy day, you get 2 tickets, different things like that. So at the end of the summer, we raffle off $300 and 3 $100 Visa gift cards. Money talks. Cash is king. Give away cash for those type of referral contests. They work wonders. They just work wonders for us. And so we're doing a lot of that this summer as well. So yeah, the $299 is strictly for the summer. Siblings take advantage of it, and it goes over really, really, really well. Next question. Come on. Success never sleeps. All right? I'm a learner. And by teaching, something is to learn it twice. So I love talking about these things because I learned so much. It helps me reformulate how I think and what I do as well. The question is, what are the things you were more lenient on while you were growing? Meaning, before you went to pure service model, what were the things you used to charge for, or old habits? Just belt fees. That's the only thing you ever charged, and belt fees were nominal. They were $35, and that's all we ever did. We offered different options in memberships. We did 3 months, 6 months, month to month, and 1 year. So we had those different options. They were tiered. Month to month was $229. 3 months was $199. 6 months was $189, and 1 year was $179. The minute we got rid of all that stuff, and we simply made it once a week at $149, twice a week at $189, it's a no-brainer. It's kind of like being in a restaurant, Ilya, where you have this really thick menu and you don't know what to eat. I think it's important to minimize your options. Keep it simple. You ever go to In-N-Out Burger, anybody? Keep it simple. Here's a burger, here's a cheeseburger. That's it. That's what we serve. A burger and a cheeseburger. That's it. Keep it simple and you'd be amazed how people feel empowered to make a better decision quicker. Parents' night out. Leadership, nothing. Core program still the same. No, we don't charge for any of those things, Ilya. Our Parents' Night Out are free because we look at Parents' Night Out as part of our marketing budget. We promote it to the whole community. Everybody in Millbrae knows that we do a free Parents' Night Out once a month. Free to the community. Once it's booked up, it's booked up. And we, of course, open it to our students first. My hair's jacked up tonight, folks. We offer it to our students first and their friends, and if it's not filled up, we open it to the community. No unlimited, Ilya. See, the thing about unlimited is I find, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, you end up, one, they end up doing their practicing at your school, or two, you end up being a babysitting service. And you watch that kid start showing up 20 minutes earlier than he did normally, parents not, dropping them off early. So it ends up being that you become a babysitter. I believe, and this is my value, that you need to practice. I teach you something, you go home and practice. Part of what the martial arts teaches you is to practice and get used to the discipline of practice, because life is one big practice. Lawyers practice law. Doctors practice medicine. I practice serving people. We practice relating to one another. We practice eating healthy. We practice teaching, and the band plays on. If you're not okay with practicing, you can never achieve greatness. So I think by making them come once or twice a week, what that does for them, Ilya, it keeps them hungry. It keeps them coming back for more. You want to burn out a student really quick? Let them come unlimited. Cool. And I don't know any school where the majority of their student base is coming unlimited times, 3 to 4 days a week. I don't see that. I just don't. Parents Night Out, I mean, in the past, you always offered it free. Parents Night Out, I think we charged like $40 at one point, but we quickly recognized, especially in San Francisco, more urban environment, Ilya, that was better using those type of events, Buddy Days, Parents Night Out, things like that, using them as a marketing event. And through serving the community really well and building that trust and building brand awareness, guess what? People would refer us, people would sign up, people, loved what we did, so they wanted to contribute and give back. Cool? That's why in our mission statement it is, we are one, a community. That word community is so powerful. It's interchangeable. It's easy to relate to. Everybody is part of the community. See? And that it's an inclusion word. That's why we didn't say we are one, a team. Oh God, what do I got to do to be part of the team? We are one, a family. I'm not part of that family. I'm not included. So that's when we spent 6 months, a year, refining our mission statement until it came down to, we are one, a community dedicated to serving you in every moment to live your best life. So that was very, very strategic and very precise to use that word community. So again, offering things like Parents Night Out for free, donating our facility for a bone marrow screening, different things like that, super powerful. The PTA of my son's school holds meetings in our activity room while we watch the kids up front for free so more parents can attend this meeting. You feel me? Little things like that go a long, 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 long way and doesn't cost me anything because I'm paying rent anyways, right? I'm paying for electricity anyways. Do you find that your school runs differently when you're not there? That's fear. So you hit it right on the word, Monique. This is my fear. See, she ends it in parentheses. Do you find that your school runs different when you're not there? In parentheses. This is my fear. Well, fear is either a great motivator or it paralyzes you. I would like to believe that I want to live fearless. And during the second week of day camp in San Francisco, they're averaging 50 campers a week. I take a sabbatical from San Francisco the whole summer. I can honestly say I haven't set foot in San Francisco now for a month. You got to let it go, Monique. Have faith. Have faith in your team. Have faith in the systems you're writing. Have faith in the culture you're growing and building. Have faith in your vision. And above all, have faith in God. I mean, that to me is really what it's about. And I don't do this thing called life alone. I just don't, Monique. And if I don't trust my team, then who can I trust? If I don't trust that I have the ability to write quality systems to help serve people better, then, I better go back to the drawing board, right? Get rid of that fear. Be fearless, Monique, and trust your team. The more you walk away and empower them, the better they will do, the more they will value that relationship, and you'll be amazed how they'll rise to the top. Cool? Once you have a system, how do you keep variety? Well, variety isn't really the issue. The system is just the wireframe. It's the framework, Daniel. For example, here's a simple system that will never change, right? I use this one all the time. I open the door. I get in my car. I put on my seatbelt. I put the keys in ignition. I turn on the car. I put it into gear and I drive. Now, logically, could I stand outside the car and turn it on? Well, some cars you can, but logically, in the sequence I gave you, could it happen any other way other than the sequence that I just offered you, Daniel? It couldn't, right? It couldn't. That's the sequence. That's the system. The variety comes from what we call the soft system. That's the hard system, right? Open the door, get in the car, seatbelt, keys in ignition, turn it on, put it in gear, hit the gas. That's the hard system. The soft system, the variety, comes in the instructor having all those jelly beans and in his pocket, knowing that, great, if we're doing this drill on a front kick, and the front kick requires us using a red target and maybe one of those rings, so they learn to lift their knee up, kick through the ring to the pad, bring the knee back and set it down. That's the hard system. The variety is they can make it a jumping front kick. They can make it run down the room, do the front kick. They can do 5 push-ups, pop up, and do a front kick through the ring. The hard system is you hold the ring in one hand, you hold your pad in the other, they kick through that ring with a front kick and hit the pad. You want to throw 5 push-ups on it? Rock and roll. You You want to have them run from enter the room before they kick the pad? So be it. That would be the soft system, Daniel, and the variable that makes that system exciting and different each and every time. But I'm going to tell you this one, though, Daniel. Consistency is the key to quality. If I go to a restaurant, I order my favorite dish, they make it just the way I like it, I go back again. Right? Second time, different cook on duty, doesn't make it the way I like it, I might give them a third chance. Go a third time, my favorite dish isn't made the way I like it, I don't go back again. You feel me? So I think that part's really, really important, Daniel. That's where the consistency is going to build the quality, and variety is not a necessity at that point. Cool? What other questions you got? Any other questions before I get out of here? Success Never Sleeps, episode number 5. Brannon Beliso, I am back. If you get a chance, go to brannonbeliso.com. I have a lot of great services. You can hire me for a phone consultation. You can be part of my 8-month mentoring program. It's ongoing, so you can join that at any time. Anytime. You can catch me up in Seattle. I've got some great E-Line products online that you can buy and download and watch. A lot of cool stuff there. So come on, get those last minute questions in if you got any, folks. Come on. I know there's a little delay when you're typing in. Alrighty, folks. So this is Brannon Beliso. I want to say thank you. It was an amazing session tonight. Success Never Sleeps, episode number 5. Go to brannonbeliso.com. Find me at Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. I'm everywhere.